It did.
All right, so population. We got a little sidetracked as we expected, but
Sorry.
population's lower. And the other thing, I mean, we've kind of covered all this, is driving from place to place. I remember, I will never, ever, ever forget this. So I was using not the laptop that I have now, but a different one, an older one, to play The Sims 3, and I loaded it all, and I was like super, super excited, right? Like my first time going to play the game. Get my sim a bicycle because I'm like, bicycles are good. You can, I was trying not to cheat too bad. And I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go to have the sim go from the house to like whatever, a community lot. Game is like, the bike's here, bike's here. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, the game is broken. I like really thought I never once thought like my computer can't run it. Cause like, I don't know, it was like a new laptop at the time. And yeah, then I went online and I looked up all the stuff and like lower the graphics, lower the graphics. So I was probably playing on like the worst graphics ever. I'm sure that game is really pretty, but I never saw it. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I that was it. I will never forget that experience. That was my very first jump into The Sims 3, and thank
Wow.
goodness I like the Sims franchise, or that might have
Right.
been my last jump into The Sims 3 and we might
That's
not be
true.
here.
That's true.
But yeah, so I won't miss that. I don't mind the load screens,
Yeah.
and I definitely am happy that my experience with Sims 4 was not the same. Although
Right.
you had a fun first experience with Sims 4 when you lost your legacy challenge, but that had nothing to do with the skinny game.
No, it had to do with CC.
Yeah. But you've gotten
Really,
over
really
that
bad
fear.
CC. Yeah, well, I just pick my places where I download now.
Right. Yep. Same.
And I don't download other people's Sims with CC unless I know them.
Right.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah. Breaks things.
Yeah.
Sad story. So, is there anything else in the skinny game that you are thinking of that you love? Things you miss from Sims 3? Things you don't miss at all from Sims 3 that we have in Sims 4?
Um, I noticed we had driving on there. Um, I was just thinking about how, even though I don't actually miss driving, I remember in The Sims 3, the only reason why I would keep buying cars is so I could spend some of that money my Sims would make.
Make or make?
make.
Okay.
I I can probably count on two hands how many times I've actually mother loaded people.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe one hand. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't I don't I don't I don't I don't give them money.
Oh.
Well, no, no, no. No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Ah.
The only time I would give them money is when I was giving them a loan for their house.
Did they pay you back?
Well, I mean, this is the way I
So
think
you gave
about
them
it.
a grant, not a loan.
A grant. Yes. A grant. So like, okay, it's like this. Um because even in this game it's the same way. You go from a $20,000 house or a $15,000 house and the next one is like 30,000.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so it's like when your Sims are just starting out and they're having kids and you need more bedrooms and you don't necessarily want to add on to another, to the house,
Right.
what are you supposed to do? So I would always wait until my Sims got to a point in their careers where, they were doing okay. Like they weren't at the top, but they weren't at the bottom either, but, they were doing okay.
Okay.
So I give them this grant, they buy the house, and, their bills be really high at first, but they could pay them.
Okay.
But as they got promotions, they got to a point where it was comfortable for them to. So, I mean,
You gotta expand.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
think.
they had to work for, their stuff,
Yeah.
even though it was given to them.
As we covered in our blooper reel, I am pretty sure I absolutely never once played the game, and I don't know anything about Sims 3 careers. Please don't ask. Sims
I
4, though.
played all of them.
Do you know what?
All of
Yeah,
them.
no.
Yeah, all of them.
That's good.